Today's topic of conversation is the preview for the British Grand Prix 2018, and what a grand weekend I'm sure we are in store for. And I think, if we're being honest, I think another Lewis Hamilton win at Silverstone. Welcome everyone to the preview for the British Grand Prix. Unfortunately, I'm not going this year, so I'm a little bit annoyed at that. But just quickly as well, before we get into the preview, I want to say the F1 show that was supposed to come out yesterday, I had a guest lined up. There was a few little complications, couldn't quite get a time together, and also something that when I sat down to record, I had a surprise sort of exam ending party that my family set up for me, which did annoy me a little bit because I had planned out in my day time to film the F1 show. But obviously that's a learning curve straight away to film it in advance for you guys. So the episode will be coming out tomorrow, but you're here for the preview for the race. So let's just crack on with that. So starting off with FP1 then, last time out's winner Max Verstappen, his weekend did not get off to the start he wanted. His Red Bull breaking down on the home straight halfway through the session. That was one of the biggest talking points, to be perfectly honest with you, and it's something that Red Bull, this is why they've switched to Honda, to increase its reliability, although it is with Honda, so, you know, it's a bit wishy-washy. That was one of the big talking points. The other, Romain Grosjean, crashing out again. Broke my heart. Grosjean, if you're unaware, his first points of the season last time out, has his best ever result in a 4th place for him and a 5th for Magnussen. Very disappointing session for Haas, with Magnussen as well. Also, I've said this a few times about Magnussen, really inconsistent driver in terms of his, I don't know, antics with other drivers, if you know what I mean. Many a times last season we saw it, and it was something that I picked on at the end of last season, of something that Magnussen needed to improve upon. Now, during the race, Magnussen's been a lot more cleaner this year, but several times in practice, we've seen him make some really stupid moves. Just off the top of my head, I can think of Spain, I can think of Azerbaijan, and this weekend with Alonso, again, just trying to smash people out of the way, and I just don't get why you'd want to do that in practice. But let's put that to the side for a minute. Let's go through the times. And are we surprised that Lewis Hamilton was on top in FP1? I don't think we are. Valtteri Bottas in P2, making it Mercedes 1-2. Once again, in practice, Sebastian Vettel P3, Daniel Ricciardo P4, Kimi Räikkönen P5, and Max Verstappen P6. So the top 6, as you would expect. P7, Romain Grosjean, before smashing out, putting in some very respectable times. And with only 12 laps on the boards, you're really showing some solid pace for Haas early doors. P8 was Sergio Perez, P9 Esteban Ocon, and rounding out the top 10 was Lance Stroll, hoping that Williams at their home turf can finally get some points again. So then, moving on to FP2, a change at the front at the British Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton not leading? Are they sure? Well, that's what happened. Sebastian Vettel ended the session P1 ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Very close, only 1/10 between them, but still it's nice to see that the Ferrari this year seemed to be giving Mercedes a run for their money at Silverstone. Behind those two was Valtteri Bottas, Kimi Räikkönen, Daniel Ricciardo, and Fernando Alonso was a surprise 6th place, 7th Nico Hülkenberg, 8th and 9th the two Force Indians of Ocon and Perez, and 10th Charles Leclerc. So a bit more of a mix-up in that second session. So it's all to play for in Silverstone. That's the roundup of the 2 practice sessions. Now, let's move on to the spicy bit, the bit you'll want to see. My predictions for the Silverstone Grand Prix 2018. And you know what, last time out, we went with a safe prediction. So, for qualifying, I think there's only one man I'm going to go with, and that is a Lewis Hamilton win. I think Bottas, I'd love to see him get P2 after some awful bad luck. But I'm going to go with a Vettel P2, so Hamilton P1, Vettel P2, Bottas P3, Verstappen P4, and Räikkönen P5. But for the juicy bit, the race. Now, last time out, I predicted Hamilton win, a Bottas 2nd, and a Grosjean 3rd. The Grosjean 3rd was a bit out of the box, but I was punished by the racing gods, and they gave us a fantastic race, but not one I could predict. So this time, I'm going to twist it round again. So let's go for a Hamilton win. I mean, you've got to. You'd be an idiot not to go for a Hamilton win at Silverstone. We're going to go with a Bottas. Oh, no, I said I'd mix it up a bit. Hamilton win. Raikkonen second. Grosjean third. We're going for it again. We're going with the Romain Grosjean P3. They're going to beat their best ever result at Silverstone this weekend. I'd love to know who you think is going to be the winner of the 2018 British Grand Prix. Put your predictions down in the comments box below. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one.